Hi fantasy managers and welcome to FPL Team Talk. In this video I'm going to go through my team selection and watch list for game week 29. It is a blank game week. I am not free hitting, so I'm going to go through the players that I can get out for game week 29, any possible transfers or hits that I'm considering, and future plans with chip strategy. So if you enjoy these sort of videos, please give it a like, don't forget to subscribe, and in the meantime, let's get into it. I am going to allow myself to be a little bit self-indulgent then for the first part of this video. Game week 28 was an outstanding week for me. I did use my triple captaincy on Salah, which looked like a bit of a disaster when he missed that penalty in the first game. But I had Son, I had Garnacho, Palmer also returned. Zabani, what are the chances that he got a goal as well? That was fantastic. The two transfers I made, Morris and Zabani, they actually picked up 12 points, and I think Haaland and Ake, who I took out, they hardly scored any. So I think I was comfortably up using my two transfers. I didn't take a hit, so I ended up on 82 points. Yes, it was the triple captain chip, which kind of Solanke did salvage for me, but my rank went up massively. I went up from something like 183k up to 88, so less than 100k, but given a percentage of what my rank was, that's really good, and I was really pleased. It wasn't an expected good week as it turned out. I think the fact that Liverpool, Man City, pretty much all players lost clean sheets, the big players didn't get returns in that game, kind of really played into my favour. So really happy with my position. I don't have a free hit in 29, so that's my big concern. I still have the wild card in my back pocket to use, but I do accept, I think, that I'm going to end up with a bit of a red arrow for game week 29. It's just how bad I can manage that, because right now I've only got 7 players that I can get out, and there is a flag and a concern over Watkins. I think Cash will be alright because Diego Carlos came off, so I'm hoping that he keeps his place in the side, and it's just Watkins. So without Watkins, I've got 6 players, and I'm pretty comfortable captaining Son away at Fulham, especially after he did last week. Porro's back in the side, so that's great. I could just run with 6 players. I think most likely I will probably make 1 transfer. I don't think it's worth making 2, but in the back of my mind, I am considering what will happen in game week 30 and 31, and my side looks pretty good for 30. I'm pretty happy. I've got a lot of money in the bank. Defensively, it looks fine. I'm happy playing Zabani at home to Everton. Son again, I've got the captain's armband on him at home to Luton, so they look all right. And then 31 is when I would wildcard, but I don't think the side looks that bad in 31, so I will sort of gauge, I think, what I'm going to do in game week 30, whether I'm still going to wildcard on 31, and we'll know more about those FA Cup draws and who's going to double, who isn't. And I'm tempted to, if I can get through 31 without using my wildcard and just getting nearer to those double game weeks, I just feel like that extra information and knowing who's going to play might be really beneficial. So I am tempted to kind of make transfers almost, or roll a transfer for game week 30, but then I don't need to, because I can just, game week 30 looks fine, roll a transfer, then use possibly 2 and 31, but by 30 I need to have made a decision, I think, about whether I need to wildcard on 31 or whether I can hold it. And one fixture that does worry me in 31 is I've got no Liverpool players, and they are at home to Sheffield United, so that is a bit of a concern. I am tempted, though, just for this week, to go with James Maddison. He has a good fixture this week away at Fulham. That would bring up at least 7 players if Watkins wasn't available. And then he's got a great fixture against Tottenham as well. Fixtures against West Ham and Forest do not worry me at all. Already with Son and Porro, with Richarlison out, I just think he's the next obvious choice. The other one I could go for, I could just wait a little while and then look at Salah. I think Salah's got to come in at some point. With the fixtures and doubles they will have, you expect later on in the season. Obviously, they blank in 29 rather, so no point bringing him in now. But Brighton at home, Sheffield United at home is one that worries me. So I could just bring him in later on. But I think, in all honesty, I'm probably going to look at taking out Foden and bringing in Maddison. So that would bring my my team up to 8 players if Watkins plays. If he doesn't, 7. And I'm pretty comfortable with that. I know it's going to be a red arrow. I don't think I've got most of the main players in there. There is the likes of Tony that I think could hurt me. or there's a lot of differentials in there. So I'm just going to accept, I think, that I'm going to get a red arrow, but I am playing a long game. This was always the plan. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's it for this one then, guys. Thank you for watching, and let me know what your plans are for Game Week 29. How many players can you get out? When are you intending on free hitting or wildcard using your chips? In the meantime, we'll come back at you with team selection, watch list videos, all that good stuff for next week. In the meantime, good luck with Game Week 29, and I shall see you on the other side.